Yes, the Sports IQ Trivia Showdown is about winning, but we also provide the creators an opportunity for redemption. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today with a rematch between two of our NFL creators with a quarterback special here on Sports IQ Showdown number 8, presented by the Betfred Sportsbook and hosted by DraftParty.net. Welcome back to the Sports IQ Showdown for our 8th ever episode, and it's yet another redemption special over here, as 2 weeks ago, George was taken down by Suma, and he's looking to take the crown away today with a series of NFL quizzes. And George, we'll go over to you first of all. You were upset by the luck of the draw in that quiz where you had to choose second for all 3 quizzes. How are you feeling ahead of today's Sports IQ Showdown?
There's a lot of pressure. After last week's episode, I went directly to my lawyer and we filed an appeal with the European Council to actually stricken that loss from the record. They said that unfortunately has to stay on my record, but they are granting me an immediate rematch due to the shady things that happened in the last episode.
And Suma, I'm sure you're looking to make sure it is known to everybody watching that you are the superior NFL intellect over here. So how are you feeling ahead of this one? And do you think you can defend that crown?
I mean, it's pretty easy for me. All of the pressure is on George.
That's true.
I bet that he has been practicing for like 3 weeks straight, crunching all the PFR databases up and down. And to be honest, if George wins today, I will make sure that it's going to be a best of 3 series.
Okay, that sounds great. And with that, we're going to get into the quiz today. And I'm going to let everybody know a little bit of preparation in advance. It is a quarterback-themed quiz showdown today. Let's get into the first quiz. So for the first quiz, we have choose the quarterbacks that have the most career regular season passing touchdowns through the 2022 season. We have Suma leading off for this one. Once again, George is the unfortunate soul on the luck of the draw here. Hopefully at least one of the quizzes today, you do get to go first, but it is Suma that gets to go first. And I will remind everybody watching and anybody who is maybe trying to play along here, this is not necessarily the top 25 quarterbacks. It is just an assortment of 25 quarterbacks that our contestants have to rank. The number 1 rank is worth 25 points. The 25th rank is worth 1 point. Rack up the most points to get the win. Suma, you've had a second to look over the board here. Who is going to be your first selection for Sports IQ Showdown number 8?
Well, it's a little bit more difficult than last year because we have some guys who played in the 80s, which is pretty interesting. Man, I think I have to go with Joe Montana. Give me Joe Montana.
Going with Joe Montana, big name, and he is ninth on the list with 167. So, despite Suma going first, the door is open for George with 2 consecutive picks.
You know, I was really going to get frustrated again because I think there's one obvious answer on the board, and I thought Zuma was going to take him. I am very glad he took Joe Montana, but I will take Big Ben to start.
Okay, Ben Roethlisberger, and he is.
Roethlisberger has time, throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown.
The number 1 choice here, so George comes through with the second pick, and he has another one here to try and further his advantage. Wow, 418 to 167. That is a massive difference between those 2 guys.
Yeah, Joe Montana and Troy Aikman have like legendary careers, even John Elway. And then when you look back at their stats, albeit it was a different era, it doesn't look as impressive when you compare to like modern era football.
Yeah.
I will stick a little bit modern, though. I'm going to go with Russell Wilson.
Okay, going to Russell Wilson, and he is number 2.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
On the list. So 2 excellent selections by George to get us started here. Suma has a bit of work to do, but maybe a bit of insight in as the more modern quarterbacks just throw for more touchdowns.
And I will go the excuse route and say it was way before my time. I wasn't even born then. I'm going, man, that's really tough. I have no clue how many touchdowns a few guys there are through. Don't know how long he played. I mean, I can only lose from now, so give me Jim Kelly.
Yeah, not a lot of risk going in here, but Jim Kelly, amazing quarterback, and he's number 5 on the list. So a solid pick, may not quite be as good as it could have been because George has the opportunity to find number 3, number 4. But Suma, before that, your second pick here.
How long did he play? Give me I mean, to be honest, I have no clue who two names on there are, but give me Carson Palmer.
You can certainly afford some risk right now going to Carson Palmer. And number 3, the best available on the board with 294. That is an excellent pick. It puts a bit of pressure on George with his final 2 selections of round 1.
Yeah, that's an excellent pick. That was one that I was looking to make. I will go with something I think a little bit safe. I'll go with Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill, don't need the big one right now, but Tannehill is 6, so the second best available selection, and you have a chance to find the best available with your final pick of round 1.
Looking at my lead, it's only 8 points. Do I go safe and make it impossible to catch me? I will do that. I'm gonna go with Cam Newton.
Okay, Cam Newton to possibly wrap up round 1.
First down, touchdown.
And he is 8th on the list. The gap now has increased to a point where Suma, unfortunately, cannot catch George in round 1. What would have been your last pick, just in case?
Just for the fun, I cannot win. Give me Boomer Esiason. I don't know who the guy
Okay,
is.
going to Boomer, and he is 4th on the list. The best available. So if only you'd taken him a little bit sooner. Suma only loses by 4 points as a result, but it is George who does take that round 1. And we'll fire right into round 2 here. It's a best of 3 series, so Suma does need the win here. But finally, the luck of the draw is on George's side, as he will be the leadoff in the quiz of choosing the quarterbacks who had the most playoff wins from a 10-year span from the 2012 to the 2022 season. So we're a little bit more recent here, but we're sticking with the quarterbacks. And George, finally, you've been waiting for your opportunity to go first. Are you going to make it count here and find the best possible selection? I will remind you watching here that there are 25 players. However, there are many that are tied here. So there's 2 1 seeds, there are 4 7 seeds, and there is a bunch of 11 seeds. So every point is going to count big time here.
All right, I will stick with the guy who did me well last round. I will go with Big Ben again.
Okay, going to Ben Roethlisberger. They make the playoffs all the time, so it's a solid pick. He is 4th on the list with 3, and that's solid. There are 3 better selections available for Suma to find, and he has 2 consecutive picks here.
Man, this is really, really good. 2012, 2022. Okay. Give me Drew Brees.
To Drew Brees for his first pick, and it's slightly better. He's 3rd on the list, 23 points there, so you take a 1-point advantage, and you have another pick here to try and find one of those 2 1 seeds.
Only 3rd, man. 2012. Oh man, this is awesome. I will go with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo. So doesn't need much to be the 1 seed, only needs 5. Jimmy G has 5, and he is the 1 seed here, 25 points. But there is another 1 seed here, and George has 2 guesses to try and find it.
Let's apply maximum pressure. I am going to go with Jared Goff as one of my guesses.
Jared Goff. So we got to a Super Bowl, and that's enough to give him 4th on the list. So a solid pick, but there's still that 1 seed lurking.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the best dressed player in the NFL, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Has he done enough? He has. He has
Nice.
5 playoff wins, and he is 1st on the list as well, which puts George with a bit of an advantage here. But Suma has 2 picks to try and put some more pressure on for George's final pick.
Yeah.
I think some of the obvious ones are gone now, so this is where it gets really difficult.
Oh, I think I have to go with no. Give me Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, and he is 11
damn
with
it.
1 playoff
Only-
win. So not the pick
Only
Suma
1?
needed. He is 6 points behind. But if you can find number 4 here, that'll really put the pressure on. There's 1 4 seed remaining, and after that's only 7 seeds remaining. So a gap in points available there if you can find the 4 seed. So, Suma, your final pick of round 2.
I must be overlooking something. And what am I missing? Give me Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, the Cowboys, have they had enough success? And he is 7th, 19 points over there with 2 playoff wins. So Suma is up by 13 points. George has his final pick here, and he doesn't need the world here to get the win. I think all you need is one of those 11 seeds, and you do have the redemption on Sports IQ Showdown number 8. George, your final pick here. Is it the winning pick?
I believe because they went to an AFC championship game. The quarterback was Blake Bortles.
It was. That's the one. I can't believe Blake Bortles made it this far because the Jags got to the championship game. He's got enough to give George the points and to find the win in Sports IQ Showdown number 8. Who was the other 4 seed? Taysom Hill is the 4 seed on this list. Is that?
I guess they're counting his wins because he played as a tight end at times.
I guess.
Okay.
You know, I'm glad neither of us guessed that because that would have been a rotten technicality to lose on.
All right. Yeah. Well, that is it for this one. Let's go to our final screen to wrap things up. All right, George, you wanted the redemption today, and you have it. A swift 2-0 win over here today. And first of all, we'll go over to Suma. However, you found the success in Sports IQ Show number 6. Where do you think today it went wrong?
First of all, congratulations to George. I think my biggest mistake was Joe Montana and not thinking about the different eras. I think that was the key or my way to lose. However, it's tight now, and I will be ready for round 3, best of 3, baby.
It's a best of 3 series of quizzes. We'll give both of these careers a best of 3 as well at some point. But George, I told you last time that sometimes going seconds can pay dividends, because if Suma had gone second in that quiz, he maybe would have thought about the more modern players more. But anyways, you do get the win here. 2 closer contests, but a 2-0 nonetheless. How are you feeling with this win?
I am feeling great. You know, I was shunned from the Greek community since the video has come out. You know, the video of Jamal Adams trying to get in the Jets facility. That was the key card to the Greek Community Center. They wouldn't let me back in until I restored the pride of Greece.
They must have cut me.
And Zuma, I've got an idea. The trivia shows are a Friday episode. The Jets and the Dolphins play on Black Friday, the first ever Amazon game after Thanksgiving football. I think we should settle it middle of the season when the stakes are highest.
All right, man. That sounds good.
All right, so we'll have a Black Friday special on the Sports IQ Showdown to settle the Greece versus Germany contest here between these 2 excellent NFL creators. I am very much looking forward to that. But in the meantime, we do have Sports IQ Showdown episodes coming out every Friday, so subscribe to The Hammer to make sure you catch all those episodes. Follow on Twitter, The Hammer HQ, for more. And thank you so much to the Betfred Sportsbook for sponsoring and DraftParty.net for hosting these quizzes. As always, we'll see you again very soon.